to fire as soon as Sean Payton talks. So everyone that's out there right now, like Mace probably already knows. In fact, I know he knows. He hasn't told me, so I can't tell you or hint at it.
We can't share it anyway.
Chris Thomason already knows. Like, everybody that's out there already knows. They just can't tweet about it, stupid rules, until Sean says something about it or talks about attendance. If I were to guess, and again, you can look at my phone. Mace hasn't texted me today. I'm so sad. He's a DNP. I don't see how, with a second opinion and talk about IR as being considered, I don't say how he is a limited participant today. I think he's a DNP, and maybe Friday he could be limited, but I'm just looking at this game as they're going to be without JK Dobbins. That's my assumption right now. I'd love to be wrong, because this team needs JK Dobbins. He's incredibly important to this team.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say they can't win without JK Dobbins, but, man, it becomes an even bigger uphill. The Chiefs are already favorites in the eyes of Las Vegas. That's with the possibility of J.K. Dobbins playing. I think it opened up at 3.5. Like, what does that get to? Again, it's just Vegas eyes, but what does that get to if J.K. Dobbins isn't available? Because just like you and I have been saying all morning, we don't know with RJ Harvey getting the workload how much Sean's actually going to look to unlock a guy like that, or does he just continue to force throws for Bo Nix?
Right, and force things that aren't working. Is Bo Nix comfortable? Would Bo Nix be comfortable with more shotgun, less shotgun? I know that's something, speaking of Mike Evans, he asked me when we came in here this morning, like, what was the percentage for Drew Brees? They didn't really keep stats on that back then, but I'll just tell you as someone who has, now that I think about it, I have every Drew Brees game that I ever played for Sean Payton on tape. Sick brag, bro. Ladies, the line forms to the left. You want to watch some Drew Brees and hang out?
You want to football and chill?
The thing is with Drew Brees is, like, he was always in the shotgun. Bo Nix can't always be in the shotgun if they want to be running the ball, because you tip your hand. Everyone knows if the back's lined up to the right in a shotgun, he's going to run to the left if he gets a handoff. Opposite applies if he's lined up on the left. So be under center, have a balance, but mainly, Bo Nix, be comfortable, please. Please, I know Bo's got talent. I'm sick and tired of all the naysayers. And you know what I'm really sick and tired of? This would be real personal, and if I could name names, I would, and maybe I might.
Yeah.
When I see people that go on Twitter to promote Bo Nix and how great he is, that before the draft and even behind the scenes we're saying some really bad stuff, and then publicly on the air we're saying bad stuff about Bo Nix, their own opinion, not just repeating Todd McShay's opinion, which we know the other guys did ad nauseum, which was gross. Gross. Have your own opinion, okay?
It's actually your job.
So now I see guys that, like, hated Bo Nix, like, oh, guys, you don't even know. Bo's the real deal. You're a liar. You hated Bo Nix. We've been down with Bo from day one. I know he can play. I'm sick of the noise. Bo's got to be better, though. He's got to be comfortable.
He's got to be so much better. And I told you, I went back and watched the KC and Broncos game round one of a week of last year. Bo in that game was better than any version of Bo maybe against Dallas, and Dallas totally sucks. But, like, Bo was better in that game against Kansas City than, and I think that was like a week 9, maybe a week 10 game, than he's been at all in this game. He still had those moments where he's rolling out to the right, but it wasn't an immediate roll to the right. I've seen Bo Nix of, like, the sign of pressure. If he believes a blitz is coming and he doesn't even give it the opportunity to get picked up, he's rolling out to the right. And then that means he's throwing to the right. And that's a trend. And that trend has been picked up by defensive coordinators throughout the league. Last year in that game, he still had a couple roll out to the rights.
Sure.
But more often than not, plus 60%. He was stepping up and throwing the football to a second and sometimes third progression because that receiver had let their route develop and created some sort of separation. So, I mean, it's Wednesday. Do I have faith that Bo's going to turn back into that dude in the next 3 or 4 days? I'm really hesitant to say that.
Yeah.
He hasn't been that in 10 weeks.
Well, and my mind goes to the why. Why'd he change? Why'd he get more nervous? Like, he wasn't nervous as a rookie out first month, whatever. I don't even care. But, like, after the first month of his rookie season, he was never nervous.
No.
He was balling out. He was crushing fools. And now, if there was a problem, let's say, without Ben Powers, like, oh, God, the guard, you can't step up because they're guards. Pacho's playing great. Ben Powers' contract means he's going to be here next year. Mm-hmm. Look at his dead money. He's going to be here next year. But Pacho's playing outstanding football.
Dude, even if Pacho does get beat from time to time, which is going to happen, and I know there's some questions about the center.
And there's questions about Wattenberg, yeah.
how many times have you gone, oh my God, Bo's in some serious trouble?
Right. Not
Once,
really.
twice, literally the whole season?
And usually it comes maybe on McGlinchey's side.
Right.
Definitely not on Bowles's side.
Right.
But, like, why isn't he stepping up? It's football 101. Climb the ladder, hit the back of your drop, maintain your footwork as you take 2 steps forward, and fire that ball. Be on time, be on target. As soon as Bo breaks the pocket, that's a broken play. And your timing of your routes isn't going to be the same. And it's almost, and I don't believe he's doing this, but the only thing that makes sense is Bo is assuming, like, I'm going to take these 2 steps. It's like taking a couple steps up. No, it's not. You change the arm angle, you change the trajectory, you change the geometry of the play. If you roll to the right, you've got to throw to the right. That's just the way it is with Bo Nix. He's got to stop doing that.
Let me ask you this. This just popped into my head. So with the fact of he's so great at not taking sacks, and Sean praises him for that, and I think all of us are pretty stoked that he doesn't take a bunch of sacks. The way he's playing this year, is he playing football to win his matchup on this specific play? I'm talking play in and play out. Or is he playing not to get sacked? Because that's 2 different things. You're playing not to get sacked means you're measuring everything and it's safe, and you've probably already predetermined where you think the ball should go pre-snap based on what your eyeballs are telling you. Or are you going, man, I trust the hell out of 14. Franklin's figuring it out. PB's come a long way. I see this is where the blitz coming. I know Pat's on that side, so that's going to be my first read now. But is he playing to beat the opponent and win his one-on-one matchup, or is he playing not to take a sack?
It's the latter, and then I ask why. Did the back injury, like, mess him up last year where he's, like, nervous about getting hit, nervous about getting hurt?
That it wasn't that serious.
It's a back injury.
I know, but I'm saying that's what they did.
Yeah, they did that for sure. But it's like, okay, what changed with Bo Nix? He wasn't this a year ago.
He wasn't scared.
No, he wasn't nervous. And then this season he seems to be nervous. So I don't think it's the back injury from a year ago, but I do believe you're onto something there because he's real proud. And Sean Payton, when asked about it on Monday, I don't know if we still have that audio, but what's the first thing Sean brings up?
He doesn't take sacks.
He doesn't take sacks. Oh, okay, that's fine. Does he throw touchdowns?
And he kept saying the other things you can fix. It's hard to get a quarterback to not take sacks.
Okay, that's fine.
How much is he, if he hits us in the head with that over and over, how much is he doing that to Bo?
So is he, in a way, and I believe Chase Daniel said this, of like he's trying to impress Sean. Hey, Sean, look, I'm not taking any sacks, Sean.
Forget Sean. Impress me. Impress Broncos country, right?
Well, step up, make the throws. You might take a hit, and I don't want Bo Nix to get hurt. But by scrambling to the right, you just corrupt the play. You corrupt the play. If you're able to do it because you can do it, I like that. I like the fact that Bo Nix can use his legs to attack a defense. I like that he can stretch a play out. I like that he can throw on the run. It's not always good, but I like that he's not intimidated by doing that. Some quarterbacks are. Mm-hmm. But step up, make the throws, don't corrupt the play, because that's essentially what you're doing. You're playing playground football, and Mahomes and Kelsey can do that. But they're on a different level. Yeah. And as much as I hate him, because I can't stand both of them, mainly Kelsey, but, like, don't play playground football.
Yeah, you're not there. You might not ever get there.
You're not that guy, pal.
2 very unique dudes that are able to do that. The other thing I wanted to talk about before we get into some nuggets and abs is, all right, let's just assume here that JK Dobbins is going to miss some time, be it a week or 4. And obviously ideal, you don't want him to miss any. But if he is going to, and it's sort of feeling that way, I know it's a weird situation or question I'm asking because it's a wide receiver versus a running back.
Okay.
But we all want more Courtland Sutton involved. Can Courtland not even almost, I'm telling you, force feed him the damn football? Can forcing the ball to Courtland Sutton make up for some of that lack of production on offense that they're now going to not have because JK Dobbins could miss time?
Yep. And I don't care about the double teams. Because I know that's what people are going to say.
You said it with Jackson Smith and Jigma. Is he not getting double teamed?
All the time.
Is he not on his way to 2,000 yards?
Amon-Ra St. Brown, double teamed all the time. You know what you do? You scheme him open. And Sean can scheme him open.
If your number one wide receiver is your number one wide receiver, get him the ball.
There's a reason why.
Yeah.
And the Troy Franklin thing, speaking of he's not that guy, pal, that's not Troy Franklin. Maybe not ever, but it's certainly not right now. Troy Franklin should never have more targets than Courtland Sutton. It's preposterous. I saw our guy ZB was tweeting about it. So, you know, you look at it and you go, what's going on here? Why would you go into a season thinking that you need to feature Troy Franklin more than Courtland Sutton? That's incorrect. It's wrong-headed.
It is.
And whether it's Bo's chemistry, what chemistry? I'm sick and tired of it, and I know every announcer's going to do it from now until the end of time. Well, they did play at Oregon together. Durr. It's not working in the way that it needs to work. If you're featured more than Cortland Sutton, you better be balling out. And Troy Franklin isn't exactly doing that. So I'd like more Sutton. More Sutton is the answer for the Broncos.
Yes, I'm there with it. You got to get him involved. You got to get him involved early, and you got to get him involved often if you want a chance to beat the Chiefs and ultimately figure out your offense so that you're hosting a wild card weekend. All right, Don't Be That Guy Wednesday. Got a couple before we talk Nugs and Abs. This didn't put your name on it, but this is unbelievable. From the 303-809. Don't be that guy in the sauna that chews his gum with his mouth open while blasting Nickelback on his headphones for everyone to hear. This is literally happening to me right now at the Parker Rec Center.
Whoa.
Dude, streaming the show in the sauna, guy's eating like a cow, chomping his gum, and has Nickelback blaring so loud through his headphones that homeboy can hear it sitting next to him.
He's chewing his cud?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Not to be too gross, but cows, because they have 5 stomachs, will regurgitate a little bit and then chew on that.
Oh,
That's
really?
what chewing your cud is.
That's disgusting.
So some guy at Parker in the sauna is chewing his cud.
That's disgusting.
Sitting in a towel, chewing your cud.
Do you say something to that guy in the
Yeah,
moment?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
hey, buddy.
Hey, I can hear that.
Mouth closed, please.
I can hear that.
Yeah.
Like, turn your headset down. It's fine. Try and listen to Dover and Cecil. Of course you say
Yeah.
something.
See, I think the chewing of the gum would annoy me more than Nickelback. Nickelback rips, dude. They're a low-key, nice little jam band that you hate. It would be the chewing of like, hey, dude, shut your mouth when you're chewing. That's so rude. Yeah, I'm with him. I'd probably say something and then get up and leave said sauna. I don't know that I could deal with that.
I might crop dust him before I left.
That's not a bad idea. Wave your towel, wave it in his direction.